58.5.
Ripley, come here.
Okay, and what's Ramee's?
Who knows how to fucking do their job.
This one's Denny Pistone.
Asking, yeah, they're gonna check.
What's going on here?
You're detained because
God,
somebody
Benji
ran into your
Pistone.
apartment after a meth run.
Okay.
They didn't
So
seem to
why
have to
the
break
fuck
in.
am
They
I-
just
what
they
am
had
I
your keys
detained?
somehow. You know who might have done that?
My house is
We did
probably
get
open. I
the
don't fucking
meth
know.
car back, right?
Oh my goodness,
People
you gotta be
coming in and
careful,
out.
Rami. People could steal things from you if you're not careful.
In the,
You gotta lock your doors, man.
Are we
People could steal your
staging
TV or
some
something.
triage for
I
our...
mean, there's so many apartments that are always open. So if
Are
I'm
there?
G's are negative and I'm good, why am I still being here?
Smoke on the water parking lot
You're
is just
suspected
why
of
we
possibly
walked on
being linked to this crime. Do you have a
Okay.
radio by any chance?
No, I don't.
No? And if I check?
it. So it gets you
You
out
can
of
check
view
right
of
away,
the
yeah.
main compound area.
Copy. I'm gonna try to put Mr. Pistone and I'm not entirely sure who else.
You have a
and
radio,
might
I
be
swear it's right here.
Transported over there to get medical.
Oh, I thought you said if I'm on one. No, I'm not on one.
Oh, you got a radio.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I mean, what person doesn't have a radio on their phone then?
I don't know. Poor people, I guess. Checks radio.
So,
By any
do we have
chance,
Mr. Kebun
you've been on any radio channels frequently? Maybe I can check and make sure that it's not the one the bad guys were using.
Got it.
I think that was his
Yeah,
little
sure, if
bird,
you want.
or lady bird, or whatever
Okay.
it's called, running
All the
around
boys
there.
are on it. Let me
Confirm
see.
that is it.
58.5.
Just in stone.
58.5.
Yeah,
Just now?
58.5.
Yeah, just right now.
That's
Yeah,
a little
that
late.
works.
All right, one sec. We'll just check, and if there's
late,
bad
man.
guys on it, there's issues. If there's no bad guys on it, there's no
Wait,
issues.
what dictates you a bad guy? Yeah, go ahead.
I know, but, you know, good and bad. You know, evil.
Yeah, of course.
988 heading to Mission Row with the blood samples.
Break 202. Do we have anybody in custody? Rami was on radio channel 58.5. Anybody else?
That matches Vinny Pistone's radio, who's
I
in
have Vinny
custody and
Pistone.
was downed.
What was his involvement with the crime? Can we link him to it?
Or was he arrested?
I believe they're still trying to see if they match DNA.
Okay, Vinny Pistone was arrested for what?
Any Pistone?
Anything with this meth run?
Okay, then that's what they're
It'd be
Was-
criminal
was he caught?
obstruction.
It was cool. He's in custody. Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure, okay. Also, there is no DNA on scene. I think we took.
All right,
Yeah,
Rami.
there is no GSR or anything.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
he has
ask
no
you some
GSR,
questions,
he
but
just
before I
doesn't
do, I
agree
want to
on
make sure you understand you
There
got
will
rights.
be a
You got the
neglected
right to remain
SC.
silent if
They
you
have to
choose to.
ruin
Anything
their
you do or say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
So they're
You have
gonna
the right to have an
No,
attorney
not-
present with you
no,
during any and all
where
questioning.
the-
If you'd like an attorney but can't afford it, want to be appointed by the state at no cost if there's one
And we have
available.
it at the Ruiner.
And you can choose to invoke those rights at any time, including after you've started speaking. That radio is on channel 58.5. One of the suspects we have in custody in relation to the crime we're investigating is also on radio station 58.5. Can you explain that?
Who is it?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the identification of individuals that are in custody at this time.
Well, to be honest with you, is when I woke up, it was just the radio for the day, to be honest.
Just the radio for the day, because the criminals used this radio channel to it seemed like they were coordinating an attempt to obstruct officers that were in pursuit of a vehicle that was allegedly involved in a meth deal or something like that.
How do you know it was meth?
I don't know. Those types of calls in that area, they don't do a lot of cocaine up there. They don't do a lot of heroin. That's meth capital of lot. That's you know, Sandy Shores, meth area. You know, they're all addicted to this shit. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Their lives have been ruined by it.
Nah, I didn't. It's just like I said, it's just a radio for the day. You know, all the boys on it. Like I said.
Radio for the day.
I mean, is that a crime?
Well, I mean, not in and of itself, but it is a link that I'm very suspicious of, because the gentleman who was on that radio was ramming his car into police cars and ended up getting pulled out of the car and arrested. So it makes me wonder if you maybe heard anything about that, or maybe coordinated with that individual.
Actually, my volume's all the way down, so actually I didn't. I was
Volume was
talking
too
to this gentleman right here to my right. I get joints.
Okay. Where have you been for the last hour, Mr. Rami?
Literally just chilling, doing business.
Chilling, doing business for the past hour? Anybody that can verify your story for the last hour? Who were you doing business with, for example?
Jalen. You know Jalen?
Jalen Carter Jr.?
Yes.
Okay. What sort of business were you conducting with him?
I was at the pit stop.
You were at the pit stop doing what?
Buying his stuff.
Buying what stuff?
His what products they sell there.
Did you make a purchase?
Yeah, I did actually.
Perfect. What did you purchase?
I bought an advanced repair kit.
465, can I get a unit with just a regular repair kit, so you put it on.
And did Mr. Carter facilitate that transaction? Was he your salesman?
Well,
or?
like, you just, you know, you look at the worker there that's behind the counter.
Oh, okay, it's one of those. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
you
going
walk
down there
in,
to,
you buy yourself an advanced repair kit. Did you pay with cash or credit?
Cash. You have to pay cash on you.
Paid with cash. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it a little hard to track. I wonder if they have security cameras in there. Maybe I can collect the
It does show up
tapes.
in the logs if you can find an employee.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, what the fuck you doing, man? Yeah,
You're an innocent man, Rami. I don't know why you're.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you know were there any employees in the store that helped you while you were browsing, while you were shopping?
Just the worker, like I said.
Just the work. Okay. You mentioned Jalen Carter Jr. How was you said you were doing business with him? How does he relate to this?
Well, that's his business, and then I was talking to him.
So you were talking with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did this conversation take place? In the store? Outside the store?
In and then it went out.
Started in the store, started walking out. Okay. What was the conversation about? Were you asking him about
Oh, you
repair
want to know
kits?
what the
and-
fuck? How does that relevant to why am I in cuffs?
Well, it's relevant because I'm going to ask him what your conversation was about, and if it doesn't match what you're about to tell me, then we have an issue, Mr. Obama.
We didn't even talk about anything specific. It was just general shit. How you been? How you doing?
How you been? How you doing? Okay. So you just
Yeah.
started in the store, walked out of the store, went your separate ways.
What's new? This, that, and the
What's
third.
new?
Da 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 da.
Okay.
You're asking too many questions, brother.
Okay.
Am I doing a crime?
And that's the most
Am I free
recent
to
time
go?
you've spoken to Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Carter, Mr. Jalen Carter Jr. Okay.
Honestly, I'm not saying anything to you.
Very good. All right, that is your right, sir. I will just notate what you have said so far, and I'm going to go ahead and give Mr. Jalen a phone call and verify your story. I'm sure you will
Go
be
ahead.
soon vindicated. I'll be right
Go
back.
ahead.
All right, so now if I talk to him and he says, when I say, when did the last time you talk, it doesn't say it was in the store.
I didn't take the ruiner and any vehicles that were involved in taking back to the mission road. So we can worry
It's
about
called
the
investigative RP.
Copy that.
Something cops should be doing.
And for that unit to get the buggy in and also follow so that we have the right back.
Thank you, Princer. Appreciate that.
Copy. I've documented the buggy. It just needs to be put in the impound.
Hello?
Why, hello. Is this Jalen Carter Jr.?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, this is Trooper Ripley with the San Andreas State Police. If you have time, I've just got a couple questions for you. I've got a gentleman in custody named Rami L. Rahman, and
Oh yeah, my boy Rami.
Ah,
Is
yes,
that why
yes.
he's not?
He made a few
Where the fuck
statements.
is he?
Well, he's just speaking with me right now, and I just wanted to call you real quick to talk a little bit about what he said and see if you could verify his story.
Okay.
All right.
What's up, boys?
So Jalen, when is the last time you spoke with Mr. Rami?
Like, I don't know,
Like face to face, I
maybe
mean.
like 30 minutes ago, maybe?
You spoke with him 30 minutes ago? Okay, that checks
Yeah.
out. Where did this conversation take place?
Drive it.
Lil Soul.
Little Soul. Whereabouts in Little Soul? On a particular street or in a house or on a roof or in a
It
car?
was kind of on the side towards the dojo.
On the side of the road near the dojo? Okay. What can you tell me about the nature of the conversation? Was there anything that you were talking to him about? Was it about business? Was it about fun? Was it about anything in particular you can remember?
We're talking about his, talking about a bunch of stuff. Mainly about his son. He's been a troublemaker.
Rami has a son?
Yeah, Lil Bleach.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know. All right. Anything else I wanted to ask you about?
Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Do you own a business called the Pit Stop by any chance?
Yes.
Okay. Have you what kind of merchandise do you sell at the Pit Stop?
Advanced repair kits, vehicle harness, NOS.
NOS. Okay.
Give me 1 second, boss. I'm on the phone with Rip.
Okay. Do you have any employees that work as sales clerks or anything like that?
Couple people, yeah.
Would you mind giving me any names of any? You don't have to. This is just me asking. But like, who do you have working there?
Can you damn turn the sirens off on that charger?
One of them is called Anna.
Anna.
The other, Calliope or some stuff or some shit. I'm not.
Okay. All right. Do you know if any of them were working at the time when Mr. Al Rahman was there about an hour ago? He says. Anyone that could
Yeah,
verify
they're
that
usually all
they
there.
saw? Okay.
And they usually hang out there.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right, that should be good for now. I will cross-reference this and see if Mr. Ramee can verify any of this, and if it matches his story, he should be good to go. If there's some discrepancies, I might have some further questions for him. But thank you very much, Jalen. I appreciate you taking the time today.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Units on top of the Dream Tower.
Two on the check.
So clearly, I'm also going to go EMS after possessions when they're 95s.
Hey, what's going on?
Why you fucking lying to me, Ramee?
What do you mean? Why am I lying to you?
Why you fucking lying to me?
You had Bobby Brown as a 95.
Huh?
I just called Jalen. Nothing you said was true.
Like what?
Nothing!
Like what?
He didn't have a conversation with you in the store. He never saw you in the store. The last time he saw you was 30 minutes ago in Little Seoul.
Can I get
Wait.
additional these units?
Wait, what?
The most recent conversation between the two of you, he says, was in Little Seoul.
That's
And
where
the
the
co-
pit stop is, you dumbass.
The topic of the conversation was not, hey, how you doing? You were conversing about your son,
Yeah, life.
Little Bleach.
Yeah, that's life.
You said, what's up, how you doing? Talk about the weather and whatever.
Yeah, and then we start talking about life. Like I said.
You're yanking
I
my
don't need
chain,
to tell
Ramee.
you about my son's issues.
You're bullshitting me. I can smell
No,
it.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're bullshitting me, Ramee.
Listen, are we done here?
We're done here where you can start being straight with me and start being honest.
Can you turn your sirens off?
They're not on. Oh, that's his on. Who is this?
Who? Me? Yeah,
Okay, did you use the
sirens
sirens?
off
Okay,
Yeah, sirens are not on,
never
girl.
use the sirens on these. So once you turn the sirens on,
what?
it's on forever for everybody else. So
Hmm.
all you can do is go park it at a PD and take it back out and do not use the sirens. You can turn the lights on. Sometimes if you do what? Yo, I mean, it'll work for now.
Yeah, if it fucks up, I've been told you just take it around the corner, go around,
Eh.
and come back, and it's
That might
usually
fix
good
it for some people,
Am
but
I free to go? I've been staring at this wall for 20 minutes now.
yeah, just
Please.
go, just,
what?
yeah, all of Ramee can hear is the siren. You can just take this thing away. There are some pretty suspicious discrepancies, Ramee, between the story that I just heard
Why
from
is
you.
this guy cuffed, by the way?
This gentleman, I don't know why he's still cuffed. I don't know. Seems like he's a straight. He seems like a stand-up gentleman. You're a
Am I free to
businessman, right?
go?
Correct.
You own a business. You own this business, correct?
I'm
The
a
one I'm
co-owner,
standing
yes.
next to. You're the co-owner. Okay. And you were just doing business with this gentleman when you were detained, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Dispatch 202. Do we have any further need of the business owner of Smoke on the Water? Is he free to go?
Jesus fucking Christ, you're pissing me off, Ripley. Can I fucking get out of these cuffs and be on my way, please?
I'm pissing you off. You're pissing me off, Ramee. How about you stop lying to me? I don't appreciate being lied to.
I'm not lying to you, motherfucker. My son's issues has nothing to do with you, bro. I'm not gonna open up to you.
You said the conversation started inside the store, and then you walked out
it
the
did.
store.
And then we walked out and
Well,
hung
then
out
why
in
did
Little
he say
Seoul.
the conversation took place in the sidewalk? You were on the sidewalk,
It's
and
the
he was
same-
in his car
you're
driving
playing
by.
semantics right now. You're not, which I'm not gonna.
I'm
let you
talking
do,
about
motherfucker.
accuracy. This story's bullshit.
You're okay. Then go put it in court.
Put it in court, huh?
All right, man. What are you arresting me or anything? I'm detained, right?
You are.
Can
That's
I
cool,
get
then.
out of these cuffs? Why am I in cuffs if I'm detained? Can I be on my way, please? I'm not under arrest. Because if I'm under arrest, charge me or something, please.
And then
Hmm. You know what? Maybe I'll just maybe I'll just call Bison and see if he still wants to talk to you about this.
Go ahead.
One second. Bison from 202. Do you still want Ramee in cuffs over here?
That's what we're trying to figure out on radio right now.
I've already spoken to him, got his story, called his alibi. It's a little suspicious. There's some discrepancies there.
what did
All
the
right.
smoke on the water guy say about it?
All right, so I got him on the sidewalk. I spoke with him. He said he was, you know, I said, where you been for the last hour? He said he was on the same radio channel with Vinny. He just got onto it when he woke up, said, hey boys, what's the channel today? They gave it to him. He turned it on 0, hasn't been listening. But he is on. There's a link there. He says, call Jalen. He'll verify that I have an alibi. I was doing business for the last hour. I didn't know about this whole armored truck thing you guys were doing. I told him we were doing that. So I said, okay, let me verify it with him. Tell me about it. How did your conversation go? He said, well, it was about 30 minutes ago in the pit stop, Little Seoul. I spoke with Jalen, and I bought an advanced repair kit, so there's a transaction I made. And then I started talking with Jalen about life. Then I walked outside the store with him, and then we went our separate ways. So Jalen saw me there. So I called Jalen. I said, hey, could you verify Ramee's story for me? He said, yeah. I said, when's the last time you spoke with him? He said, it was about an hour ago. And I was like, okay. And he said the conversation was in the pit stop, Ramee. So I said, where did the conversation take place that you had with him? He said, Little Seoul on the sidewalk, on the side of the road. He was in the sidewalk. I was in my car in Little Seoul. And I said, okay, what was the content of the conversation? Ramee said the conversation was about, you know, shooting the shit. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's good? You know, how's the weather? That kind of thing. Jalen said the conversation was about Ramee's son, Lil Bleach. They were talking about his son. When I told Ramee about that, he said, yeah, it is life. I was just talking about life. You know, general stuff. So I'm a little suspicious. The conversation took place in different places in both of their recollections. They're both at different places in time. So yeah, there's some discrepancies in the story. I don't know if that's enough to detain him for anything any further. It's certainly suspicious. Like I said, he's GSR negative. He's got nothing in his pockets. It's illegal. So, it's up to you. I don't really know if there's any charges we can...
Just kind of all sounds circumstantial more than anything else.
Yeah, it does. We have enough to kind of link him to it, but I don't think we have enough to probable cause to pursue charges. We've got reasonable suspicion to detain. Is that guy trying to... Is that guy trying to break him out of cuffs? That guy's got a fucking Uzi on his back. Why are we getting this guy? He's got a fucking Uzi on his back. What are we doing?
What are y'all doing?
Hello?
I didn't want to leave Robbie by himself.
Chase that guy. Chase that guy. Get that guy with the Uzi.
You have 5 cops in here with him. Who are you more worried about? The guy who's on his back trying to break him out? One in cuffs.
Nobody even tased him?
Yeah, you just fucking up left and right, huh? Alright,
Break. If you don't see him, just come back. Fuck.
Right, we're gonna... Dude. This is why I don't come
I swear to God, it's like these cops are like, I'm being stabbed, I'm being stabbed. Do I have permission to breathe? Do I have permission to breathe? It's like we have to fucking tell them everything.
Alright, we're, Okay, sorry about that. We didn't get Ramee's DNA on anything, correct?
The way you're tackling, talking to people.
Negative.
Okay. Yeah, cut him loose. It's all,
The individual 613, 76 MRPD with 195.
Again, the individual that had the Uzi on his back that ran off on a BMX bike is now in a blue and color with a
we'll cut him loose for circumstantial.
Yeah, we got 60 days to push charges if we get a link with anything, so.
No longer has
I mean,
an
if we
Uzi
get
on
a
his
link, we
back.
can... But besides,
Are we
he was on a phone call with somebody,
Yeah,
we can talk to somebody because we can his phone records and see
The
if
other
he's talking to
95
anybody
is
else
not-
that was arrested.
Not only that, he says he went into the pit stop 30 minutes ago and made a transaction for a advanced repair kit. We should be able to subpoena the records.
He
paid with cash, but there's still a transaction in their cash register for it, so.
That guy with that Uzi already put it away. I literally seen him at the gas station. I don't know where he put it.
Okay, so yeah,
Loading the
got
595 on the
McLaren.
We'll investigate him further later.
Yeah, I already transported the
Alright, I'll
other
let him go.
95 to MRPD.
Copy, I'll just go ahead and roll out then.
I
Yo,
just
what's up,
had
man?
somebody throw a grenade
All right,
at me.
Ramee, you're coming with. We're gonna be going.
Why?
I'm just kidding you. You're free to
Why?
go.
Yeah, you better fucking let me go, you shit fucking
You should have
shit.
seen the
suck
look
your
on your
mom's tit,
face. You
bitch.
should have seen the look on your
Suck
fucking
your
face.
mom's
You were
tit,
starting to
you
cry
better.
already. You were like, "Why? Where are you taking me?
I
This
never
isn't fair."
shit.
You little bitch. You little bitch. You know what you. You know I had you.
Not to be a person, it's just
You
a mistake, that's it.
motherfucker. Fuck you, Ramee. Fuck you, bitch.
Get into the vehicle or vehicle.
Hey, have a great day, Ramee.
Don't talk to me.
Vinny Pistone is that yelling
I
from
totally
the
had him for a second. He was
sports
like
car, "Please
totally
don't let me
convinced he was
die."
going to
Wasn't he in
prison.
No,
custody?
no. Vinny just goes in the back of my car screaming because we're in the parking lot.
Motherfucker.
I haven't got a transform yet. I'm waiting.
That person in all black in front of PD right now? Lucky.
I don't see it.
681's gonna the other 95 in pillbox until it's safe to head to MRP.
All right.
Did anybody get hurt from that?
Negative. We're fine.
That was
kinda
good
knocked
though.
off
That's
my group
Let me
chat
just
stuff.
say, that's how investigation RP is supposed to go. I've played a criminal. I have Skinner. And I understand where Ramee's coming from, because I've been there. Sometimes the cops detain you, and then they just charge you with shit that they never asked you about, never gave you a chance to argue, you know, banter, maybe convince, you know, nothing. They just go like, okay, I saw this game mechanic or whatever, and now you're going to prison. It's like, just ask, you know, come up with a story, call somebody else and verify it. Just have some RP. People generally on NoPixel, generally, sometimes, I'll be honest, some people don't care if you RP it, but there are most people who will at least respect the fact that you're role-playing out what you're doing, and will respect that. They just, you know, even I hate it when cops run up, and I'm not going to name who did it to me, but I had like a car with some drugs in it, and I parked it where I was selling drugs, and I wasn't anywhere near it, and the cops just came to the scene, got out of their car, checked it, opened it up, didn't have a dog sniff it, didn't do anything, just checked the trunk. Hey, I found a car here full of drugs. Hey, it's full of drugs. Hey, you're the guy around here. Hey, were you selling drugs? I was like, this is a beach. There's like 150 people here. And in fact, there's like 50 people closer to the car than I am. Why would you come to me and say, like, why the fuck? It was Cozen one. No, it was not Conan. It was a cop that I highly, respect and that I like. But on that particular day, I disagreed with what they did. So, I think it's because some cops still struggle with PC and RS. Honestly, Praetor, I hate to say this, but I think that that's going to continue. We're not done with the struggles of cops not understanding the basic fundamentals of how to roleplay as a cop, for the simple reason that we just piled on like 100 people and into an FTO program that is not designed for that volume of cadets. And the cadets are just hemorrhaging. They're just leaving in droves. They're not coming back because they don't want to be here. They don't want to do this. So it's like it burns out the FTOs. I bet you it was Leesman. Me too. The FTOs don't want to train these guys because they know all their effort is wasted. What's the point of spending your, 2 streams a week training somebody who's not going to want to do what they're doing when they find out that it's actually shit and it sucks and all you do is get yelled at and berated by people? It's like, why would I do that when I could just go on a criminal and everybody will celebrate everything I do? I mean, everyone will fist pump and cheer when I do whatever, but when I'm a cop, if I actually try, I'll be a pariah, So they don't do it. They don't want to do it. So the FTOs don't want to bother training them.